Welcome, everybody. So believe it or not, this is our 18th class together. So we have been at this since very early June through all sorts of vacations we've all had and changes in weather. It's been hot, it's been rainy, it's been dry, 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 dry. It's been all sorts of things. And we are coming to the end of this. There'll be a couple more moves to learn, and we'll be getting to one of those today if there's time, which I hope there will be. And we'll be getting to one of those moves today, and then another one next week, and then there will be some review. So, and don't forget on the first Monday in November, Nancy Lucero will be here in your class, and she will be giving you just a great presentation that will help you connect the current work you've been doing with me to any work you'd be doing in the future. So all that's really good. So today we're going to go over Parry Block and Punch, which was our new move last week. Going to take questions on that. We're going to do some practice of the brush knee, Parry Block and Punch sequence. So we're going to get that really going for us, hopefully build your confidence there with some consolidation. And then I'd really like to get on to parent close-up. So we'll see if we can work that in today. It's not a competition, but the Saturday class was able to do that. So, you know, so we hope. What's most important is it works for you. So let me know about that. So, and keep those questions coming. Anything that you have that's going on. So let's warm up the way we have been, which is just to do everything we've been doing so far. And in order to do that, we're going to start on this side. We're going to face 12 o'clock. And we'll just go through everything we know all the way through Parry Block and Punch. So give yourself plenty of room and feel free to just move yourself because we're going to be traveling. So let's go for it. Take a moment to prepare. That first prepare of the day, if you haven't been already doing Tai Chi, you'll want to really feel yourself centered between your feet. Let the lower half of your body be heavy and rooted. The upper part feeling very light, elongated, that body suspended. Get a sense of the very top of your head rising up. This is prepare. Opening. Rotating those shoulders, floating up to shoulder height. And sort of a wave at the top and pressing down. Let ball into water until you can't press anymore. Left ward off. Shifting a little left, turning out, swinging out right. All your weight right. Close step. Left ward off. Right ward off. Shifting, turning to the right. All our weight to the left. Grab, pull. Close and step. Roll back. Rotating our arms as our upper body turns right, and then swinging left as we shift back. Press, circling in and pressing out. Push, opening and back over that ball and up the diagonal. Single whip, shifting back, hands flatten, going to grab with that left hand and pivot on that right heel, throw them in the corner and shift, bend that right knee, make your hook, windshield wiper, step, deflect heel, ball, toe, and strike. Raise hands and step forward, shifting to the right, turning to the right, all our weight left, sort of swimming, circling your arms, and heel touch. White crane, rotating counterclockwise, pull down, shifting back, closing step with that right foot, all your weight, right arm up, left arm down, and that empty step with your left ball. Brush knee, here we go. All your weight coming into that right side as your left arm falls, your right arm comes up. Turn on your Tai Chi pole, swing step. Polish the table, heel, ball, toe, and strike. Hand strums the loop. Push with the back foot. Shake hands. Bring that back foot in. And push with the front foot. Turning to the corner and pulling back. Heel touch. Right arm up, left arm down. Another brush knee. Shifting back. Turn on that Tai Chi pole. Swing. Step. Polish the table as your right hand at your shoulder and bend knee, strike. Into another brush knee on the other side. Coming up, left arm halfway up. Left arm turns in as left foot turns out. Go stand in that left corner. Turn on your Tai Chi pole. Swing, step. Polish the table and strike. Why not on the right? On the other side again. Coming up, turning out with your right foot as your right arm comes in. Go stand in that right corner. Turn, swing, step. Polish the table and strike. If you haven't run out of room before, you're going to need more room now for sure. Here comes Parry Block and Punch. Starting again, just like those brush knees, that left hand rises. Our weight comes into our heel a little bit, then turns out as that left arm turns in. Now this time your right hand comes down instead of over and makes a fist part way down. Stand in the corner though, and then swing, step. That's that funky step. One line, two sides. We're going to go stand now on that front right foot. Turn as we block and step for a bow step and strike, bend knee. All right, let me get so I can see everybody here. How was that? How crazy was that? So how are we feeling about the brush, knee, parry, block, and punch sequences on a scale of 0 to 5? This is a personal scale, not one against your classmates, where 0 was, I have never seen this move before in my life, and I haven't a clue what's going on. And 5 is, whoa, I did that better than I thought I was going to do, right? Like, where are you? Cool. I've got like 1 5. I've got a 3, it's hard to see, another 3, a 4, and a 1. Okay, so we've got some work to do and didn't see quite everybody. There's a lot of glare right now in some of your spaces, which is okay. So I can't see it all, but we're doing okay. This is everybody's doing okay there. All right. So is it the parry, block, and punch? I mean, we're going to get to parry, block, and punch in a minute. I just want to assess where people are. So what's the hardest part of that brush knee sequence for folks? Anyone want to tell me? Is it the basic brush knee part, the swing step, where's my hand, how do I get it to my shoulder? Is it the raising up and turning? Is it the balancing when you're in the corner? I got somebody saying it's the balancing in the corner. So maybe we can work on that sort of footwork and some of that. How about hand strums the loop? Is that going okay for folks? I'm seeing mostly okay from the class. All right. And then that parry block and punch move that was last week, that sort of was a big thing to handle. How are you on the 1 to 5 on that? Okay, so people are doing actually okay, but they're looking forward to reviewing it. All right, so we've got a work set out for us today. So let's get to it. My suggestion is that we work on that balance issue, and we work on, since it's in parry block and punch as well as the other, on how we're moving and that transition. So let's do the brush knee to brush knee part. And the good news about that is that I can mirror you for that, right? Because it just goes from one side to the other side. So let's start this way. This will be your right hand, okay? So your left foot will be out in front. Get myself way back here. Nice, nice. And your lower part of your body is very open to the corner. In fact, you could put your whole body there for a minute. And then you've turned your upper body as you've thrown that strike. So there you are. Good job. Now, we're going to come back, and as we do, what happens? We're just going to straighten the front leg. That's really what we're doing. Sort of straighten the front leg a little bit and move the weight into the heel. And that arm rises halfway up on that knee side. Nice. And then out. And as you rotate out with your foot, what happens? Your hand rotates in and points towards the middle forearm. Now, I want you to think about going and standing in the corner. And when you do, your top hand's just going to fold over, and the bottom hand is just going to come down a little bit. Okay? So that's where we're going to be, right? So let's go there and stand in the corner. I want you to really stand there. I want you to observe your head. I want you to get that Tai Chi pole on, get a real feel for it. And then what you're going to do is kind of push down with your upper hand. You're going to push down as you turn and swing your foot out. You're just going to turn on the pole. You're not moving back. You're just turning on that pole. There you are. That's your swing step. Then we're going to push with that back foot forward. And as we do, that right hand of yours is going to come polish the table. And your front leg's going to be a little straight. This other hand's going to be in, and then strike. What happened then? You only turned your upper body. You're still sort of standing in the corner. Nice. Now, coming up, the other side. Foot goes out, arm goes in. Stand in the corner, your left hand over your right. What happens now? Feel your Tai Chi pole. Turn on it as you swing step. Now, push with your back foot, polish the table, heel, ball, toe, and then bend knee, turn your upper body only. Nice. Very nice. We'll do 2 more of those. Just keep going. And up, and in, and stand in the corner, one hand over the other. Feel your Tai Chi pole, swing, step. Polish the table, and strike, and up, and in, and that foot goes out, stand in the corner, and swing, step, polish, and strike. Yeah. Are we having a little better on the balance with that Tai Chi pole? Oh, I got an enthusiastic thumbs up and 2 thumbs up from someone. Okay, good. Good. That is the trick. It's a real tendency when you're doing this stuff, there's a real tendency to think that you're just going to go suddenly forward and backwards and turning at the same time. And unless you've done it for years, you're not going to be able to do it, because as soon as you start doing that, you know, you're going to end up tipping over or turning too far or getting off that Tai Chi pole. You've just got to turn when you're standing in the corner. Just stand in the corner, turn on it, and you'll be able to keep your balance with that. All right, so that's the transition that's there. Anything else on that particular move that folks want to go over that confuses them or that is difficult? Yes, Rima.
The very last step, is that one line, two sides, or is that a bow step?
That's a bow step. That's a bow step in all of the brush knees. The only thing that's not a bow step in that whole sequence that's the longer sequence is when we do, it's an empty step when we do hand strum salute. Okay? So let's actually put this together with hand strum salute right now in this direction, the direction we normally go on, so we can just really consolidate the sequence, right? Because that's what we're about for the first half of this class today, is really consolidating these moves. So your left foot, let's see, where are we? No, let's actually start here. Let's stand in the corner facing what, 1030, right? Stand in the corner, and we're gonna stand on our right leg. Then we're gonna open out our left leg, and we're gonna put our ball pad down, and we're gonna sit in a chair and have our, remember, our dragon tail or whatever, right behind us. Put that right arm up and that left arm down. All right? All of your weight, I mean, 70% of your weight is in the right leg, and 30% is in your left leg in the ball, right? So you don't want to be like this, and you don't want to be like this, right? You want to be sort of just right, as if you could move back just a little and take that foot back, but you've just pushed it down. You've pushed it down as your arms have gone up and down, all right? This is white crane. We're going to start the brush knees, drop that right elbow and push with the ball of that foot and stand in the corner, like one up, one down here. That left hand's on top. Sometimes I think I'm holding a jar or something. Now, push with that left hand, swing, step. Now you're going to polish the table, heel, ball, toe. As you come forward, then turn your upper body and strike, and the left hand comes down. Now we're going to do hand strum salute. Push, give way, bring the back foot in. This is going to be preparing you for an empty step. Now, push with the ball. Push with the ball. And heel touch. One up, one down, rock onto that heel. These feet are one line, two sides. Another brush knee. Back to your back foot, left hand over top, no weight on the right foot. Turn on your Tai Chi pole and let that right foot step out for a bow step. Polish the table, heel, ball, toe, and strike. Here's our sequence. Coming up, coming in, stand in the corner, right arm's on top, turn, swing, step out for a bow step. Heel, ball, toe, bend knee. Are your hands in position? And strike, turn upper body, bend knee. Right arm rising, rotating as your foot goes out. Stand in that corner. Turn, swing, step. Polish the table, heel, ball, toe, bend knee, turn, strike. Right? We're not going to finish the whole thing here, but there's your interleaving of the whole thing. How are we feeling? And thanks for your question, Rima. That was great because I hadn't been pointing out the kind of stepping. So thank you very much. That was really good. Yeah, I got some thumbs up for you from the rest of the class. So good. Always good to have that. All right, well, how about this move, parry, block, and punch? Shall we take a look at that move? All right, that sounds good. So a couple of things you'll remember last time is, I'm mirroring you right now, is we talked about how you could do this. Remember this? Right, you could talk about this and you could swing it with your upper body. Now remember, I'm not like doing this. I'm just swinging, swing, swing, swing. What am I doing? I'm going around my sort of pole, right? Okay, and then we thought, well, that could make this really heavy, right? So maybe I'm whacking something with the top, right? Whack, 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 whack. Oh, I can feel that. We all have feel that. But that's not what we're doing. So let's feel it a moment, because what we're doing is we're not whacking it here. We're connecting with someone here when they come in, and we're moving them to the side. We're moving them to the side. Yeah. And then, oh my gosh, maybe somebody's coming in this way, right? So I've got to come up, and I've got to come down, connect with that coming in and go this way. And then come up and go this way, and come up and go this way. So it's right here that these points are. So feel it. Whenever you do this move, feel it. Feel it. Feel it. And look what happens to your arm. Look at what's happening to my arm. Look at my wrist. See that? It gets stronger this way, and then look. It comes back to neutral, and then as it gets ready, it's bent in. My wrist is, I'm in there's a curve in here to make this strong this way. It's a bow. Bows are strong. Okay? So it'll happen naturally if you don't think about whacking around with your with your fist. If you just think about connecting and pulling. Yes, yes, I can see you doing it. Yes, exactly. So that's something to remember in parry, block, and punch, right? You're doing it with your right hand, and I'm demonstrating it mirrored, but that is something to remember that's here. So let's actually sketch this first, and then we can take it apart, okay? So let's sketch it this way, and we'll do it in both directions because you can only see parts of it. So here we are having finished our final brush knee. So our right arm is up and we're in a left bow stance, right? Right foot's to the corner, we're shoulder width apart. And we come up for that transition exactly like we have been. Come up halfway with that hand, and then bend it in as your foot goes out. Now, every other time as we stood in the corner, this top hand came over, right? And that's what's going to happen now. It's going to come down. It's going to come down because somebody's punching at us, and we're going to connect with them, and we're going to get stronger by just before we get to the bottom here, this halfway down point, we're going to make a fist. And then we're going to stand in the corner just like we have and turn and step. Now, your step's going to be one line, two sides, and we'll go over that in a minute. But I want you to open the fingers of your right hand right now. And I know this is hard. We'll go the other direction in a minute. But just look at your own Let's actually go in the other direction for this. Okay? Come back and let's do it again. All right. Up. In. Left foot is now out. Remember, the right hand's going to go down. They're both going to like come down. Think of connecting with somebody with that right middle forearm. And we stepped as we turned on our Tai Chi pole. Now, I want you, you're not going to be able to see mine. I want you to open up your fingers just for a minute, and they should be pointing towards the fingers of your right hand. They should be pointing towards your left middle forearm. Okay? So, now, make a fist again. That's the position you want. Okay, so I'm going to show it to you this way. I'm going to show it to you this way, but I am not going to mirror you, all right? Here we go. I'm going to show it to you this way. So this hand comes up. I'm not mirroring. This is my right hand right here. And then we come down, make that fist, stand in the corner, turn, step. See, if I open my fingers, it's pointing, you know, just like we were doing brush knee. My footwork is really different. But this face of my fist is pointing instead. Then I'm going to come forward, and when I do, I'm going to come forward and stand on that right foot. Stand on that right foot this way. And then I'm going to turn on my Tai Chi pole and take a bow step as I block out with this hand, with your left hand. Okay, now I am not, right, I am not mirroring you right now. I know that makes it hard. So we will do it back in this direction. I just don't want to over mirror right now. We mirrored a lot of this last week. We're going to come up and in, just like we always do. Looking good. Go stand in the corner, and as you journey there, halfway down, make that fist. And swing, step. Your step's going to be, we're going to go over on that, but it's one line, two sides, pointing out to a corner. Then we're going to come forward, stand on that front foot, and be on another Tai Chi pole, and then turn on that Tai Chi pole. When we do, left foot goes forward, right foot to our, next to our hip. I mean, right foot, right arm, right fist next to our hip. Then heel, ball, toe, and strike. Right, you folks actually are looking pretty good on that. Let's do it in this direction, and I'm going to try to watch you, okay? Some as we do it. So we're going to start here. All right, our right arm is forward, nice. Our left hand, I want you to just let it be down at your side and in a push position. Just relax. Relax your elbow. Relax your elbow. There's a real tendency for people to kind of to be like this. Just let it hang. Nice, nice. All right, here we go. Up. This is the same thing we've done before, rotating out and in. Now remember, they both swing down and you're connecting. Since you're connecting, you're going to make that fist halfway down and then swing, step, and then all your weight on that front foot. Nice. And then turn on that Tai Chi pole. Yeah. And strike. Let's go over the footwork a little bit. I will mirror you at this point, hopefully. Hopefully. All right, so we would be here, so it must be that we're here. All right, so we're here. We're going to come up and out with your left foot. Okay? We're going to go stand in the corner and swing that foot out one line, two sides, going out towards the corners. Then we're going to come forward and stand on that foot. Then we're going to swing our hips, our whole body to the corner and step out for a bow step with your left foot. And then heel, ball, toe, bend knee. And you're all the time going to be turning. It's just going to go actually heel, ball, toe, bend knee. It's like all going to happen at once. And when you finish, your torso is going to turn too. So let's go back to do that from here again. We're going to come up and we're going to push back with the front foot. It's going to turn out to the corner. You're going to go stand in the corner. You'll be turning on your Tai Chi pole. And as you do, you're going to open. Remember, we talked about this. Put your hand on your thigh. Open it. Open it. Open your thigh to get that heel in the right position. And then you go forward and stand on it. Then we're going to turn and swing out for a bow step. It's only going to work if you're standing straight before you turn and swing. If you're not standing straight on that Tai Chi pole, you won't be able to do it. Then heel, ball, toe, then knee, all at once. Lower part of you still open. Okay? Let's do it one more time. From here. All right, this is not mirrored. Your right hand is up. Get on your gorilla. Get your fishbowl. Get everything together. Ready? Putting that weight in the heel, rising up, and both rotate. Your foot out and your arm in. Now, instead of coming over, both come down and go stand in the corner. Just make a fist part way down. Stand in the corner. Feel your head with a fishbowl. Turn, step. That step is that funky one line, two side step. Nicely done. Push with the back foot and bring that arm forward with that power point that we talked about earlier. And you stand there, it's very brief, and then turn and step out for a bow step. Again, it's a Tai Chi pole turn, and then you're going to throw this punch. So push with the back foot and throw the punch, turning your torso forward. You're looking good. One more time this way. This way this time. Okay? Here we are. Left foot's forward, right arm striking. Left arm rises, weight goes to the heel of the forward foot, and then we rotate. Now, both arms circling down, make that fist halfway down, and swing step. What's the step? One line, two sides, heels on either side. Go stand on that front foot and remember that power point right in that forearm. You're going to connect with somebody. All of your weight is there. Now, are you straight enough that you can just turn on that pole? And when you do, let this left arm go out to block someone. It's going to feel like a strike. Now, turn back. Push with the back foot. Turn your body back so that you're looking right straight ahead of you and throw that punch. Nice. All right. Questions? How are we doing? I'm seeing some nods like there was progress. This is a big move. So Sharon, is it okay for me to say Sharon showed up today because she was hoping we'd be on Parry Block and Punch and Brush, Knee, and Push, right? Because these are really difficult moves. I mean, they're challenging, and there's so many details of them. So we're going to go over this again towards the end, but are there any more questions? The next move is easier, I think. Okay. All right. So let me show you the next move. Okay. So the next move, we'll go over the footwork to just add some spice to it, but it's pretty basic footwork. So I'm just going to go over everything for you and just sort of show it to you. I'm going to show it to you from this direction. No, I'm going to show it to you from the direction it is first. All right. So here we are. We have punched. So here we are, having punched and in a bow step. What's going to happen is nothing with our feet. We are going to turn to the left a little bit and give way. And somebody's like grabbed us perhaps, or we want to encourage them that way. So anyway, we give way, which they're not expecting. And then we turn up, which helps us escape. And you'll notice this hand has come under here. And at this point, we're gonna open the other hand. Then we're gonna come back, we're gonna shift back and sort of do a windshield wiper move, a standing ward off. Turn. And look what we're gonna do now, push. So I'm gonna show it to you a little faster. Here we are. Turn left, give way. Turn back to center. Oh, cross your arms open and then shift back. And push. So you saw a lot of turns there. Let me show it to you from straight on. My right hand is out in front. Here's a parent closing up. One more time, I'll talk it through. We give way. Our arms cross, the end, we open that fist. We shift back. We turn back, staying back, and then we push forward as we actually move forward. And we'll just look at it from here. Here is a parent closing up. See all those turns? Pretty cool. But not super complicated footwork, right? Okay, so let's talk about the the footwork here. So I'm going to mirror you for this footwork. So you can go ahead. What I want you to do, notice that we're shifting back and moving forward. This is just the reverse. So this is your left foot. This is just the reverse of what you do in push. So any corrections I give you to your footwork, you can use for push too. So we're going to push with the front leg, and the center of our body is going to go straight back center. Straight back center. Okay? It's a real tendency for lots of people to do this. Do you see how my center line is shifting? Now we do a lot of that, and to get your Tai Chi pole over the center, to do those swings, you have to do that. So there are a lot of times when we do that. But for this move, you don't want to move your center so far because you've got an opponent. What you want to do is turn, like if you had headlights here on your hips, you want those hips to just turn just a little bit. You still want your knees lining up with your toes. Do you see how my hips are turning a little bit as I do this? And all that's really happening, I am no longer mirroring you. Okay, yes, I am no longer mirroring you. So your left foot is forward, as you would be here. Left foot is forward. So what happens here is that if you watch my hips right now, do you see that? Do you see how this leg was straight? I have weight on both feet. Remember, this goes from 60, 40. Like if I was 100 pounds, this would be 60 pounds and 40 pounds. To 60, 40. So there's still a lot of weight in the front. So my center is moving back a little, but not much. Do you see how that happens? So that's what you're doing here. That's your footwork. So for those of you who have had Tai Chi for a while, this might be new for you, and you might adapt that. Don't worry obsessively if your center is moving a lot. It will come over time when you do that, okay? So how about we mirror the hands of this move, right? So what's going on here? So we have this, right? We have this. So what's happening? So we turn our upper body to the left, and as we do, you see how it goes forward? Our arm kind of goes forward. We've done that before. And the other, and they open a little bit, right? They open a little bit, and this one's palm down. At the edge, you're getting ready to turn back. As you start to turn back, they both rotate. And it's going to come, this hand now palm up, is going to come all the way under your forearm. Your upper arm, Okay, so let's try that. Your right hand is out here. Your left hand is here. And you make a turn to your left, a little turn, and this floats out. You're giving way. It's that one of those shoulders turn, you know. And then they both rotate, and you turn back to center. And your arms are kind of crossed, right? At the end of that turn, you're going to open this. At the end of the cross. So let's do this again, one more time. And turn left, give way, and rotate, cross, open. Got that? And now I want you to check that you haven't gotten like this. Remember, the tree's still there. The tree's still there. So open up a little bit. If you can't get it all the way under, that's okay. Okay? And then we're going to turn to the right, a big turn of our body to the right. And when we do, we're going to kind of wipe off like this. And guess what? These fingers, they always end up, like pointing, right? So, right. Then you're going to turn back to center, and as you do, guess where you end up? Yeah, and then you push out, up the diagonal, just like we did before. All right, so some of this you already know. So here you are, punching with your right hand, and your left hand's over here, and what happens? You turn and give way, and then you turn back to center, and you go all the way under and open, and then really turn to the side, right? Nice. Don't get your shoulders up. Make sure you're, then turn back and push up that diagonal. Now, there's not much diagonal when we're standing here, but when you're back and you're coming forward, there's a bit of a diagonal. You've probably perceived that. So let's do it in the position it's going to be done in. So here we are. It's a parent closing up. And turn left, give way. Come back to center. And they're both palm up, and it opens, and there it is, crossing. Push with that front foot to straighten and bend the back, and you're turning your torso to the corner here. And then turn your torso back. You're not letting it affect your hips, you're still back. Nice, and push forward up that diagonal. Nice. Let's do it one more time from this view. And turn left, yield, back to center as you've rotated, and you open, and then shift back, wipe off, and back to center as you stay back, and push up the diagonal, straightening that back leg. Looking good. All right, let's do it from this side. Left bow step. Punching out from your shoulder height. Left hand in about a fist distance away to the forearm. You've potentially deflected somebody. That's why this is here, just in case something got past you. So it's there. What's going to happen? A little bit of a left turn. You're going to yield forward, and that left hand goes palm down as it opens a little. Then as you think about turning back, everything rotates at the corner and then crosses, and you open that right fist. Here you are. That's sort of the selfie moment number 2. Then push with the front, absorb with the back, windshield wiper. Maybe you're wiping someone off you, sort of disconnecting with them. But now you're going to reconnect, turn back that upper body. I want you to look down for a moment. Make sure when you did that, your knee is still with your toe in the over your right foot. Don't let that knee drift in too far. You want to stay open, your crotch open. And push up the diagonal as you come forward. Okay? Pushing up the diagonal. It's just like a push. Nice. All right, one more time on this side. So here we are, because our footwork's good. And turn a little left, yield, left hand palm down, opening. And then we turn them both and come back and cross, open that fist and push with the front leg. And then turn back when we're back and push up the diagonal. How's this? How are we feeling? Oh, I got a 3 from someone. Wow. A 2 or a 3? A 2.5. A 2.5. Okay. All right. So what is there a particular part that is It does just need a lot of practice. I'm thinking this and Parry Block and Punch needs some practice. Am I right? Let's do a bunch of that. How is that? Okay, let's do that. So over here, come over here because we're going to be moving. We're going to go right into Parry Block and Punch from the end of a brush knee. So our right hand is up, our left foot is forward, and I'm just going to put my right arm indicator on. All right. And just like we always do, here's that transition, left arm rising, and it comes in as our left foot goes in. Now, this is Parry Block and Punch, so what happens? They both circle down. Push with the back foot and stand in the corner as they circle down, and you make a fist halfway down. Now, Tai Chi pole, swing, step, but that step, remember, that heel, one line, two sides. Now, push with the back foot, go stand on that diagonal front foot of yours. Literally stand there, the left hand backing up the right. And do you feel like you're on a pole with your head? Keep that head up. Turn and stepping out for a bow step. Now, when you turn, check you don't do what I just did, is that you swing so hard that your elbow comes this way, right? You want your elbow to go straight back, and you want to keep your nice body shape. Then you're going to push with the back foot and throw that punch forward, straightening that back leg, bending the front one, and turning your upper body, your shoulders square. Now, let's do a parent closing up. So, turn a little left, and that right side gives way. At the end of that, as you start thinking that you're finished and thinking about turning, everything rotates, palm up, and then you cross. Where did that lower arm come? It came right into the bottom part of your upper arm. Again, you're not like this, you're like this. Okay? At the end, what else happens? Open that fist. Get gorilla'd, and now push with the front foot. You're gonna wipe off, disengage from that other person, or get them connected to your left arm. That's all they've got of you now. And in that moment, you can turn back your upper body and push forward and take the advantage. Okay, we're going to do it the other way. Here we are. We're going to do Parry Block and Punch. Left hand rising. It rotates in as the foot goes out. Both hands come down. Make that fist. And Tai Chi pole, swing, step, funky step. One line, two sides. Go stand on that right foot and then turn on your Tai Chi pole for a bow step. Nice. And then push with that back foot, front book, heel, ball, toe, bend, knee. Oops, sorry. Yes, that's right. Heel, ball, toe, bend, knee, and throw that punch. Okay, you're actually looking really good. Some really nice positions from you folks. I'm really pleased with these bow steps. Okay, so here we are. What's next? Parent closing up. Turn a little left, give way. Rotate both palms up, cross, open that fist, wipe them off as you come back, turn square, and push up the diagonal. Nice. From right here, you can make a fist with your right hand, bring that left arm in, and you can pretty much have be at the end of Parry Block and Punch. Apparent closing up. Turn left and rotate your arms and turn to center. Open that fist after they cross and back. Get ready to push and push forward. Questions? I got a thumbs up. This is really new. Ooh, I got 2 thumbs up. This is really new. And I see a lot of people practicing. Go for it. Go for it. I see people trying to figure out if they can do it on their own. So that's good. We're going to go through this whole thing one more time. What I'd like to do is do the whole sequence. All right? I think we just barely have time. So here we go. How about we do the end of the sequence? So we've done a lot of left-right brush knees. Imagine that we did the brush knee, hand strums the loop, brush knee, brush knee, brush knee, and we're right here. Okay? Because we don't have that much time. Brush knee. So we're going to do another hand strums the loop because you do that right before. You do hand strums the loop. You bring that back foot in. You push with the ball of your foot and you pull back. You put your heel down. You rock onto that heel, 30% of your weight as one up, one down. Then one more brush knee. Back, swing step, polish the table, and strike. Now we're ready for Parry Block and Punch. Left hand rises, one in, one rotating out. Both hands circle down, make that fist, swing, step, funky step, one line, 2 sides, and forward. Stand on that front foot, back it up with your left hand. Turn on your Tai Chi pole. That's a bow step. And then punch out as you move forward, bend knee. Apparent closing up. Give way is a little turn left. And rotating, opening that arm. If they crossed, then back. Turning. And up the diagonal. All right. We are just about the end of our hour, so let's drag our fingers through the sand and come up and down. And drag our fingers through the sand, up and down. You folks worked really hard today. Really hard. One more time, just feel it in your body. At least if you've got one thing new, this is great. Thank you.